Tellemtribe Tarot. Daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace, Gemini. I am Cherokee with Tellemtribe Tarot, coming to you with another love reading. This is going to be a fun new series that I'm starting, and this one is going to start out for couples, and we're going to do singles, but the series is going to be Gemini and then that specific partner. So you'd have the Gemini Sagittarius, and then the Gemini and their Gemini, or Gemini and their Pisces, Gemini and their Scorpio, and so forth. And it's going to be in one series of one topic. And I thought this was suiting because I have Gemini cross watchers, and you want to know what's going on with your Gemini, but Gemini also wants to know what's going on with their individual partner. So this is going to be one of one. I'm testing it out to see how it goes. If I like it, I'll keep it going, and we'll name the series different things. And I'm pretty sure that I explained this in a way that just really is irrelevant at this point, because this is the first video. So we'll just see how it works. Anyways, take what resonates and leave behind what does not. Take what resonates, leave behind what does not. Take what resonates, leave behind what does not. Don't give me too much. Notice I'm saying it 3 times in the beginning because 3 is an amazing number. And sometimes you need to hear it more than once so that you could get it through your skull that it may not resonate with you. And what you should do is book a reading on my website, because my readings are affordable at the moment. And you can get something that's tailored to what you're requesting. So we're going to tap in. This is for Gemini couples. So if you're not in a relationship, then this is not the reading for you, and you need to log off right now. Or you could just watch, because I'm entertaining and I'll be entertaining folks. So you could watch on the strength of that. But if you are single, this is not the reading for you, okay? So click like and leave, or click like and stay. But just know this is not for Gemini singles. So I'm using a new spread, and this is the spread that's going to say if your partner is a serial flirt. Now, here's the deal. If you have feelings about something that's happening in your connection, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it could be insecurity, and sometimes it could be true. But if those feelings are consuming you to the point where you're just like, damn, I feel crazy for thinking this, but I'm just not thinking this out the blue. Like it just fell out the sky. It's like a fell out the sky ass feeling, but it's something that's being triggered by something that constantly happens in your connection, and you talk about it, and your partner is just like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not true, whatever. And they're trying to make you feel crazy about it. Then yeah, you might need to tap into this reading, because we need to find out if your partner is not telling you something and you just want some insight on it. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only, because we don't tap into other people's energy. So we're just reading the cards on the strength of what the possibility may be. The person is not here for me to really tap in. So Gemini, I'm going through you. All right, so Spirit, please provide me with the guided messages for Gemini. And who are we going to say? Gemini and Pisces. So we're going to start the series with Pisces. So Gemini and their Pisces partner, or their partner with Pisces placements. Apply it as you see fit. And let's go ahead and get this spread up out of here. So this is how the spread looks, y'all. This spread is cute, ain't it? Drop a comment and say, yeah, your spread cute. It's real cute. So Gemini, and then on the bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. So Jesus, good grief. Gemini and your Pisces, your person is a goddamn flirt. We starting this reading off with, like, don't go and slap your partner. Don't go and do none of that. Because flirting to me, and this is off the records, not the cards, flirting to me is harmless. Harmless if you do not act on your feelings. Because everyone has feelings and everyone has vibes. And vibes can be felt before they become something tangible, right? So if flirting becomes an issue in your connection, it's because you don't trust your partner. Because you have to trust your partner when they're not with you, and you have to trust them to represent you in a way that won't make you look crazy. So if your person is out here and they got you looking crazy, then yeah, this is why you feel insecure. So the question is, do you trust your partner when you aren't around? And that's the 9 of Swords. That's a strong ass no. I feel like, Gemini, you have an insecurity right now with your Pisces. And when they're not around you, you feel safest when they're in your line of sight. And that's crazy because they may have done everything in their power to make you feel okay. They have done everything in their power to make you feel like you are it for them. And I feel like a lot of the feelings that you're feeling right now is self-inflicted. But then on the flip side, your feelings are valid because your Pisces was a flirt when they met you, when you met them. They flirted with you and you flirted your ass right into a relationship. So you're not that far off. And I feel like you feel a little insecure because they flirt in a way that doesn't have a cap on it. So you don't trust them when you're not around. And you create scenarios sometimes that is not there. Sometimes you create scenarios that are so outlandish that you end up picking fights with your Pisces before they even have a chance to understand how they got to this place with you. And it creates turmoil not only within the relationship, but most importantly, it creates turmoil within yourself. And so does your partner initiate attention or only respond when others flirt with them? So I feel like, oh damn, Gemini, don't be violent, okay? Don't use this reading to be violent. I feel like somebody is getting pissed off as they are watching my video. So your Pisces is an adventurous person. They do tend to initiate flirting, and they also flirt back when someone flirts with them. There is nothing reserved about this particular Pisces that you are with, okay? I'm scared to keep going because it's like everything I'm reading, it's like I'm just gonna piss Gemini off. All right, so the Justice card is here, and it's like, is your partner defensive or accusing you of jealousy, causing you to doubt yourself? And that's, in a sense, that's like a narcissistic trait to me. That doesn't necessarily make them a narcissist, and we can't diagnose anyone as such because we are not MDs, but we're gonna see. So with the Justice card, it's saying that your partner justifies what they've done because they say you do it too. They're basically saying that you are sowing the seeds that you are reaping, and you're reaping the seeds that you sowed. I feel like, Gemini, you told them in the beginning, like, you're not a jealous person. And in the beginning you weren't, but when you fell hard for this person, it just made things 10 times more difficult to deal when you recognize that you could not handle the same kind of things that you expected them to handle. And you tried to keep them on this little leash. And while it felt like you were getting things done in that regard, it really wasn't working. Now, I know you know that a relationship is built on trust. So for you to try to hold your Pisces to such a high standard, one of which you yourself, when they're not around, do not honor, is a little bit unfair. So I feel like you're feeling a little bit of the effect that they are having, or that you had on them. And I feel like they own up to the things that they do, and they feel like it's okay because you are doing it too. Well then, now, do you suspect that this person is cheating? Why the fuck is you in this relationship, Gemini? We about to end this goddamn reading because do you suspect that they're cheating? Yes. You feel like every time they leave the crib, they with somebody else. So why are y'all together? When I look at this reading as a whole, let's just pull this back, because this is making my ears hot. I'm looking at this reading and I feel like y'all are in somewhat of an open relationship. And it's a relationship that is open, that was started open with no titles, where you kind of went with the flow of things and you flowed right. Just like in the beginning, I was saying, like, y'all flirted yourselves right into this relationship. And now every single time that they look too long at someone else, you have a problem with it. And they don't have a problem with you doing it. They're just happy that you're doing it so that they don't have to feel as if they don't have the authorization to be themselves. And Gemini, the interesting part about this as well is that I feel if you just allow them to be who they are, they're going to completely show you who they are. But they're afraid to allow you into that space where they can be completely transparent with you, because you always bring up the things that they do wrong when it comes to this flirting shit. And you be doing the same thing. So it's like, I feel an energy of someone who is saying, this is your karma. This is what you said you said you was cool with it. So all of a sudden you're not cool with it. So now you feel like they are cheating. You feel like, I feel like you think that they're an adventurous person that takes risks without considering your feelings. And Gemini, this is the nature of this person. This is what they're going to constantly do. This is how they live their life. This is how they live their life. And if it doesn't change, can you accept this behavior? I feel like you hope that you can. And that you will have to be a lot more grounded spiritually to be able to accept this. Because it's human nature to be attracted to other people. But if you don't set ground rules in your connection, you're going to be living in turmoil, constantly wondering if your person is being loyal to you. And I feel like there's a certain level of loyalty in this relationship. And I feel like you trust this person to a fault, but you don't allow them to show you how they do things to their fullest capacity, because they're like on this leash. And you know what, Gemini? The crazy thing about this is, this person isn't doing anything. Not yet. But if you keep on spazzing out the way that you do, they just might. They just might. What's the point of being in a relationship if all you do is worry about what the other person is doing when you're not there? This doesn't feel good. This Nine of Swords, every time they leave, doesn't feel good. It doesn't. And I don't feel like they just outright accuse you of the things that you're doing. I feel like every time you bring up the situation, they remind you that, hey, you never had a problem with this before. You never had a problem with me being, you know that I'm a people person. You know that I have to deal with people in my business, not in their business, but deal with people on a regular for business purposes. And it's just like you trying to hold them back from being who they are. And if you know that this, who they are, is not aligning with who you are, then there's some things that you have to think about. Spirit, please provide me some more insight on this connection with Gemini. I'm going to pull a love oracle card before we close this reading out. I don't know if we're going to continue this series, Gemini, because this is a lot. Y'all gonna drain the hell out of me, Gemini and Pisces. It's forgiveness, Gemini. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine, Gemini. You need to go and speak to your partner and set some boundaries now, because you need to know straight up, front and center, if this connection is the right connection for you, or if you are simulating something that you really cannot handle because you started it. And that is all that I have for you, Gemini. We're going to go ahead and close this reading out for you and your Pisces. They're not cheating on you. That's the short answer. Okay? Not right now. But if you'd like to book a personal reading, the link is in the description. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications. And until next time, love and light, tribe.